Hello. I'll be starting the series called Educating Your Child, and I'll be starting this particular one for parents, mums, and dads who have children between the ages of 6 months to 4 years, those who are in the early years, or what we call the foundation stage. Now, what we're looking at things that we could be doing at this particular time of the year to enhance our children's learning. So, for parents, we have a lot of options nowadays. You have the option to take your child to an early childhood center, to a preschool. You have the option to run a flexible program. You also have the option to keep your child at home till they're a bit older. And that depends on you. But one thing that is important to know is that the early years, as they're rightly called, the foundation stage, is actually where the foundations of their learning are built. And so it's very important that you make deliberate choices about where and what your child should be doing at each time. The highest aspect of our brain development takes place in the first 4 years of life. And so when it comes to early years, it's important that you are a bit strategic or deliberate about what options you have. Okay, so you have you if you decide to have your child at home, then you must be able to make sure that you are putting in the time and the effort to enhance their learning. And so if the parents work, you must create time to do activities, not just the writing or sitting on a table, from games to swimming to learning how to ride a bicycle at a young age. So there's so many things and skills that they can learn because they have the capacity. They have the highest capacity actually at this early age. They can learn languages. And so there are a lot of things that you can do that go beyond just having TV programs, playing for them to learn from, which are also very good. And so if you decide to have your child at home, you should be able to enhance their learning with structured ideas and programs, to get them learning and keep their brains engaged, discover things, so you can do a lot of things with them. If you're considering a school, which is also very important, because for the social aspect, your child should be able to interact with others. This is when they also learn the skills, to be socially skilled, to learn how to play with others, share with others, solve conflicts with others, so this is also quite important for them. So if you're considering putting them in school, you also have the option to do something flexible. If you decide you don't want them out every day, you can have 3 times a week. Just ensure that the place, of course, there's a good level of care, the children are learning, the teachers are also involved, and you're able to communicate with them so that you know how you can support them at home. So this is educating your child, birth to 4 years, just some little tips. And then for schools, so ideas for you would be to consider coming up with some flexible programs for parents who may not want their children coming throughout the day. For example, you may have half-day programs, you may have one weekend a month where you're doing something for young children, okay? So you can come up with other ideas that bring in children to your school who may not want to go through the whole rigor of coming to school every day. And so you have those options too. So that's educating your child in the early years, the foundation stage. I hope you've learned something from here. See you in the next session. Bye-bye.